Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to my podcast, the Kingdom Perspectives podcast. I was having a conversation with a friend, and this issue came up about the fact that grace is not fair. Grace is not fair. And he was asking me, why is grace not fair? I said, grace is not fair because God is sovereign and he can choose and do whatever he chooses to do based on his purpose. So grace is not fair. If grace is fair, then why should, for instance, Peter, who followed Jesus dutifully and diligently, be given sort of a localized ministry, and a Medra, Saul of Tarsus, be given an international ministry? Why? Why should somebody be local and a bad person rather become global, international? Grace is not fair. But here's the catch, especially to emerging pastors. Although grace is not fair, whatever grace God has given you, if you shall grow in that grace, if you shall develop yourself in that grace, and you shall maximize that grace, you shall make as much impact as God intended for you to make. Whatever area God has called you to operate in, there's grace upon your life. That grace is not fair, of course, but if you shall maximize it, you shall still make impact to the extent that somebody with a different level of grace, higher level of grace, could never even make. So much depends on you, although grace is not fair. And if you are waiting for grace to be fair, you shall always be looking around, comparing yourself, and you shall be in competition. But God hasn't called you to compete with anybody, but to complement based on your grace. So grace is not fair, but God is fair. Maximize your grace wherever you are. God bless you. This Kingdom Perspective podcast. My name is Pastor Frank. I'll be back.